3, 2, 1, go! So in this game we are Sky. I don't remember what's his name in Japanese, to be honest. I have to save some sort of princess from an evil demon who wants to resurrect some sort of deity. Yeah, the scenario is, well, quite obvious. But what is interesting in this game is that the influence which is behind the graphics and the universe of this game, it's all Indian culture. So the boss is Ashura, an Indian god. So now I went through the first cutscene where I got killed by Ashura. So the reason why I took damage during the first level was because in that cutscene, Ashura damages me by just 1 by 1 health. So it is faster to take damage already to shorten that cutscene. So that's why I took 3 damage. And that pattern on the wall is actually how the passwords work in this game. It's pretty cool. Okay, first real level, Fall Times Woods. Yeah, I remember the names of the levels in the US version. I have run the US version a lot before I switched to Japanese. The gameplay is exactly the same, the only difference is text. The cutscenes are about, I think, 18 to 19 seconds faster in total in the game, in the Japanese version. So it is the best one for speedrunning. But, well, it's just the cutscenes. The gameplay is really exactly the same. The Fall Times Woods was really straightforward, so now a real level, Temple of Tyrannus. In the first room, I'm going to take damage off of these guys, so I can pass through these dragons. It's a bit faster that way. And similar strategy in this room, take damage here. So I can go through this guy, take the health, and go up there for a secret, which leads me directly in the last room. Didn't get it. Okay, second try. Yeah, this game has zips, and that is pretty cool. I'll explain later how it works. I have to focus on the boss first. Okay, I needed to focus because I did not get the zip in the first in my first try. So I wasted 1 Crescent Moon attack. And in this game you have magic, which was that Crescent Moon, that sonic boom that I cast to the boss. It costs 1 unit of magic, and I had a total of 8. And you can use that to glitch through walls, to do ground zips, and go straight to the left inside of the wall, and then get shot upwards. So the way it works. Well, there's several ways to zip in this game, and they all exploit the same bug. When you crouch, punch, and then jump really quickly, your character is going to be inside the ground for 2 frames. And in the second of those 2 frames, in the second frame, if you do some sort of action, like a punch, you will be able to zip upwards. And if you do a magic, like the Crescent Moon magic, you will be zipped horizontally to the left. So that's what I did there. And it's not the only zip in this game. There's going to be a few others. Like in the next level, there's also going to be a few zips. So that's the thing that makes this game really fun to speedrun. Oops. Well, this is an auto-scroller, so as long as I don't die, I should be fine. I'm not even sure you can really lag this, so there's really no danger. Okay, first actually difficult level, Towers of the Towerlisk. Oh, and by the way, when we beat the previous boss, we gain a new magic, which is Comet Dash, which I'm using here. And it's the most important magic in the game, because, well, it makes you shoot really fast into the air, but it sacrifices 2 units of magic. Okay. Okay, alright. The third zip there was very dangerous because I only had 3 tries, otherwise I get crushed by the block. And I got it first try. I took a few damage, but I'm fine. I should be able to finish this level without dying. if I don't mess up the next zip. Next zip is kind of dangerous because he's going to be in a room with a crushing wall. Let's see if I can. Oh, dang it! Yeah, that's the thing that happens sometimes. Oh, it's okay. I get to restart right here. Again, no. Yeah, that's because I'm zipping directly. Okay, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to ground zip and not up zip. It's very difficult to control in some places. Alright, I died twice, but we made it. And if you've played this game casually, this boss might have confused you a bit. It's a boss that I like watching new people tackle, because not everybody is going to understand what's the correct strategy for him. After the first 3 hits, he's so big that you cannot avoid him by jumping over him, but fortunately, well, he's spherical, so you can just simply tuck yourself into the left corner, and that's how you avoid him. It's the kind of thing that not everybody figures out on their first playthrough. And another thing for the speedrun, after you beat a boss, you have to make sure that you are close to the center of the screen, because the game will move you there automatically and show you what your new magic is. But the game moves you, and that motion is kind of slow. So in order to speed it up, you want to be really close to the location that it's going to move you to. And now we have finished this continent, so I'm going to fly to the next continent. And during this flight, we have a pretty nice minigame where you can gain lives. So why not? Because this is unavoidable. Might as well have fun a bit. It's not easy to control. It takes a bit of habit. Again, gaining a lot of lives to make sure that I can beat this game. Now I'm going to align here. Okay. On the bottom, because there's going to be spikes. And I want to be hit by a spike to finish the minigame as fast as possible. And now I have to make sure that I select the correct answer. I have to pay attention to the text. Now, okay. I have to pick the third option. Otherwise he will tell you the story again, or he will give you the password. But you don't want that. That's okay, Petrolith Castle. The magic we got before was healing magic. We should only need it at the very end. Right now I'm just going to use comet dashes. And here I buffer a crescent and then advance. And that will manipulate RNG such that the next 2 enemies gave me a magic potion each to refill my magic completely. Okay, I was not supposed to fall, but that's fine. I don't really need all my health. So now that I have all my magic, I will be able to use 4 comet dashes to kill the boss quickly. So now I'm not going to use any more magic. Okay, I have to focus here because this is kind of hard to make all the fast cycles. Okay. Right. Okay, yeah, this was the hardest one. Okay. Right, this is good. So here I'm waiting here. It's possible to skip this cycle by using a comet dash to the end, but it's slower than having all 4 comet dashes for the boss. So this boss is a nice idea, I think. It's a mode 7 rotating wall. You have to attack each of the 3 eyes and dodge the obstacles. And with 4 comet dashes, he's dead. If you don't have all 8 magic dots, then you would need to do at least 1 or 2 more cycles. So that's why it's better to keep the full magic for the boss. And now we got the 8 pointy magics. It's going to be very useful for the next boss. And also for one of the other bosses later. Boss design is nice in this game, yeah. Okay, this level is very annoying though. Now, Because those blobs, the little blobs that they shoot upwards, they can completely stop my momentum from common dashes. So you need to come up with strategies such that you will always be able to dash through them without being stopped. And there it was done well. I recently found better strats for that level, but they are very difficult to do, so I'm not doing them. Okay, now this is a layer of carry-on. And there's gonna be... this is a real maze for casual playing. You have a lot of levers which control the flow of water. Now, if you buffer a comet dash, this guy, it always gives you full magic. I'm using the crescent on this lever, and on this one. Getting all magic here. And this stage casualty is really bad. Well, it's not bad, but it's a bit painful. Now, kill this guy. Okay, nice. And you want to have full magic for the boss. If you don't, you're gonna be really sorry. Because you want to be able to spam him with the 8 sparks thing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm using music cues to know when to shoot them. So yeah, this is a really easy boss if you have the right strategy and you have full magic. But if you don't, it's difficult. You can believe me. Okay, so this is the Sand Rivers of Shirol. We have full magic after beating a boss, so we're going to exploit that. Comet dash into another comet dash. Now I'm going to go below here. Jump on this, wait a bit. Okay, made it. No. Yes, okay, not bad. Here I have a choice, but I have to do both ways anyway. And the reason why I'm doing the Fortress of Shirol before doing the left part is because I hope that I'm going to get a random magic potion. And we got it! Nice! That was lucky, by the way. We have no way of manipulating drops here. We just got it already. That's cool. So it's going to save about 2 seconds in the next level. So that's the reason why we do levels in this order specifically. If you don't get it, it's fine. We usually don't get it, so this was pretty lucky. I'm glad. Now we got a small one. The small one doesn't work. It doesn't really matter. We want the large one. Okay, so we have full magic, so you will see in the next level why it's nice. So it's almost the end. Okay, we've done this, so we're gonna go up again to Gateway of Eternal Storms. And now that I have full magic, instead of going the middle path, I'm gonna go the top path above the screen. Boom! And there we are. I can completely skip that part, because usually you would need to get the magic potion at the beginning of this level. And that's a bit slower. This is a level where you don't want to stay too long there, because it lags a lot. There's a lot going on. So you want to use as many comet dashes as you can to speed it up. And now this is Storm Fortress of Klar. This level is really amazing in its own way. It's entirely made of wind currents. It's difficult to memorize the route for this level. Usually when I come back to this game, this is the first level that I have to relearn because I forgot the route. But now it's okay. I have come back to this game several times and now I'm pretty confident about what to do. Comet dash here, a second comet dash there. Okay, got this guy. And boss. Alright. Focus a bit. Okay, that was not too late. Alright, that was the correct strategy for this boss. Basically you want to hit him right at the start with a kick. Even if you get damaged, it's fine. to manipulate the next patterns. And the idea is you want to use the magic of the 8 sparkling things, so that the real him, which is the one on the bottom left, will get hit 3 times with an explosion, and then you can finish him off with kicks. You need a proper timing and positioning for that, but it works. Okay, here a very small buffering a jump into a comet dash, and it worked. This is probably the worst level in the game, Caverns of Shirl. It's the hardest one. Oh, nice, insta-clip. Let's see if I can get the ground zip. That would be great. Yes! Got it. Okay, now lava zip. Let's see if I can get it. Got it, okay. I'm not going to explain it, it's pretty complicated. And now another manipulation to get a potion from this guy, and we got it. Alright, this was almost perfect. Now the boss. I don't really know what kind of creature this boss is, I'll let you speculate. The strategy is to do this. You want to get close to him, to force him into this pattern where he spits killer tomatoes at you. So that's why I'm doing this sort of dancing. Oh, nice level, nice level. I'm really satisfied with this. That was really good. Caverns of Shirl is the hardest level to get right, and I got pretty much all the tricks. Yeah, it's like an elephant, pig thing. I don't know. Okay, this is Dragon Hill Forest, and don't blink, because this level is kind of short. Comet dash, and not a comet dash, and get into this tree because it's actually a door. Yeah, there's a hidden door in it, which takes you immediately to the end of the level. And now the Great Tower. Yeah, the second hardest level. Oops, that's not good. Let's be careful. And now I need to zip. Oh, okay, I didn't die. That was 4th try. Usually you only have 4 tries for that zip, otherwise you get killed by the guys on the top. And yeah, I just went into the ceiling. With proper timing you can clip inside of the ceiling. It's not too hard to do actually, it's kinda easy. Oh dude, oh I'm gonna wait for the next. That was dumb. He blocks me completely. Okay, that's fine. As long as we're alive. I have only 1 health, so I have to be careful. Okay, now manipulation of RNG. Punch punch. And we got magic. Okay, good. So yeah, the way RNG works in this game, it depends on the number of frames since the last door transition. So if you manage to do some actions, which will always delay yourself by the same amount of frames, and you can consistently kill an enemy on the same frame after the last fade out, then you can consistently get the same reward from him. And there's some places where you can manipulate magic drops like that. Okay, 1 common dash, and another one. Ugh! That was scary. I need to keep the last two magic points to do the Super Saiyan strat on the dragon boss. I'm gonna turn Super Saiyan soon. Let him hit me. And now I can stun lock him. Okay, that was the optimal number of hits. Optimally, you have to hit him 6 times with the Super Saiyan mode. So yeah, that's a star power, makes you invincible and doubles your attack power. It was the reward for beating the elephant pig before. And now we just got the last magic of the game, the Phoenix magic. So now we are ready to fight the final section of the game. And we need to move to the last island, where Raglan's Citadel is. Well, yeah, the boss is called Raglan in English. It's a Rabanna, I think, in Japanese. In Japanese, the princess is called Vishnu, so you can see that it's all Indian folklore. So this is the same minigame as before. So I'm going to employ the same strategy. Just wait for the first spike, so you can be taken out of this. I have to make sure that I press up right after the first text to select get out. Otherwise he tells me the story or he gives me the password, and that's slow. So this is the Phoenix magic. It makes you invincible and your body deals a lot of damage to enemies. Like an awful lot. It's very, very strong. But it uses 4 units of magic. So it's the strongest magic in the game. And this level is not very hard, but it's sort of terrifying because it's super easy to make a mistake and die. So that's why I'm not speaking too much, because I might just be dumb and make a mistake. Kill this guy. Okay, now I'm switching to command dash again. Let's wait for my cue. Now. Okay. And now we have what you need in every video game. A boss rush! So don't worry, it's not all the bosses. It's just 5 of them. So we have the genie, after that we're gonna have the roly-poly thing. Nice. So unfortunately this guy does not take more damage with the Phoenix, so you have to just fight him with our fists. You can fight him with anything, but everything does 1 damage to him, so it doesn't. There's no point in sacrificing magic. Yeah, nice. It's hard to jump over him after the 3rd hit. It's the last one where you can still jump over. From the 4th hit onwards, you need to hide in the corner. Oh, damn it. Too early. Nice way to lose a second. Okay, next one is the evil wall. So let's make sure I command dash and get all the magic. So I have full magic for this boss. So he's fought the same way. Phoenix does not do more damage. Or anything else. Command dash is still the best strategy. After that we're going to refight the clams, and now Phoenix is going to be the fastest magic. So I'm going to equip it. You want to make sure that you equip it before the fight, so I can buffer. Here I'm already holding X to buffer the magic, because you're on a very tight timing for this. Yeah, okay, if you don't make it, you're gonna have to fight the last one just with your kicks, and it's very slow. And the last one is, well, the elephant pig. And you also fight him with Phoenix. I want to be in a certain distance to force him into the killer tomato pattern, so he does not move too far away. Alright, we are done with the boss rush, and now we're gonna fight Ashura. Nice. Make sure you don't buffer X. I did that once. You can buffer magic into this cutscene, and you will waste a Phoenix. I lost a run like that once. It was very painful. Okay, nice. It's nice when he goes after me after the 3rd hit. It's not GG though. It is not done. Yes, we beat Ashura, but we did not beat the game. We saved the princess. We saved Vishnu. But ha 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 ha, he is still alive apparently, and he has completed the ritual to summon Rabanna, the Lord of Destruction or whatever he is. So for the final boss, the actual final boss this time, the strategy is to use the healing. Anything does 1 damage to him, so I'm gonna use punches with a certain timing, and it's sort of a damage race. Okay. So the reason why it's done this way is because his body is pretty much the only thing that deals only 1 damage to you. You want to make sure that you take as few damage as you can to survive the fight, and so that he does before you do. Oh, GD is soon, by the way. Time. Yeah, I have a 25:57 on my end. That's nice. My PB is 25:25. So sub 26 is pretty sick for this. I'm quite happy about this. So yeah, you do a damage race against him. It's just the most consistent strategy, because the fire is very difficult to dodge otherwise, and after each hit he does a laser with his eyes, which does 2 damage to you. So if you want to be able to pass through all that and still be able to hit him as soon as possible, just taking a hit after you hit him, taking a hit by his body is the easiest strategy. That's probably not going to change. You cannot do more than 1 damage at a time, and yeah, you just have enough health and enough magic to heal yourself, just so that he dies when you have 1 health left. So it's a pretty cool strategy. Oh, thanks for the GG. Thank you, Tinu. Yeah, those were pretty good runs, especially this one. I think that was a really nice showcase of Skyblazer. Alrighty, I guess I don't know who's next, but I wish them good luck. This was very fun. Apparently next we have Yoshi Safari, if judging by the schedule. So I'm ready to cut whenever, or we can watch the credits if you want. The credits is just this. At the end, he will fly away, and there's going to be the end. Because that's what the hero does. He does not want the praise, he just does what he has to do and then goes away. As the hero that he is. I'm keeping the credits. Okay, nice. If you want to have more Skyblazer in your life, there is also another really good runner of this. It's Omnigamer. He's a pretty famous runner, and he used to have world record on this. It was not an easy task to take it from him. Probably one of my proudest achievements, beating an Omnigamer time. Yes, Tinu, it's a bit like Terra Enigma. You end by flying in the air. Yeah, my PB is still not perfect. But yeah, this run is really finicky and has a lot of finesse in executing all the strats. I'm really happy about Caverns of Sheol because I nailed pretty much all the strats. It's really difficult to get that to get all the things in the same run. When you are on a good pace with all the pressure. But yeah, this is just a really good game. It's a little bit under the radar. It's one of those games which are not too well known. But if you're looking for some good platforming and action, yeah, this game is up there. It's worth discovering casually. Alright, this is the end. GG's, thanks for watching, and good luck to the next runners.